before, the title of my talk is Embracing the Season for Love's Radiance. And we know that December is that. It's the season for love, the season for love radiance. Better? Thank you. Okay. So what does that mean? Embracing love's radiance. So one more time, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes and take a deep breath and affirm with me, I am love. I am light. I am always connected to the divine.
I am always connected to the divine.
And so let's affirm. I live in a radiant frequency, of love.
I live in a radiant frequency of love.
And I am always connected to the divine.
And I am always connected to the divine.
And so as we acknowledge that we're already awakened beings, we are here to release the illusion of lack and limitation. And this season invites us to refocus our attention on the light and the love that unite us. In the last few months, we've seen a lot of separation, a lot of negativity. We've seen a lot of the energy that we rather not focus on. So when we focus on love's radiance, we focus on the energy that we want to create in our world. We're not victims to the circumstances. We're powerful beyond belief. And as we engage into our own power, our own limitless power that comes from God, we are able to change the outcomes. We're able to create the energy that we want to create in our world. And so when we create that energy, when we become the love, the energy of gratitude, the energy of more, we send the ripple effect in the world, right? So the ripple effect of love, of gratitude, that's what we want to focus on, because that is the energy that we're trying to create in the world. And we can. When we change our mind from the negative to the positive, even though we have the perceived idea that there's a lot of negativity in the world, we're still very powerful. We are creators. We're children of the Most High God. So as we internally change, our world changes. Right? We start to manifest joy and creativity, and we start focusing on the energy that the news media has created for us, or the powers that be that keep us occupied, that keep us looking down and in fear. But fear is an illusion. And my very first classes on our Course in Miracles, I think I took here. I used to come here, I think it was a Tuesday evening. And so what does the Course in Miracles focuses on? Forgiveness and love. One of the things that, for me, has helped me change the outcome in my daily life is the energy of gratitude, the energy of forgiveness. There's that perfection that God is that comes through us to create in our world. So what do we want to create? What are we wanting to see in our world? Right? Do we want to see an energy of division? Do we want to see an energy of love? Do we want to support one another? Do we want to support our country, our world, our planet? Because that's really a choice. And it's a choice in mind. As we think, we create. For years I studied that Napoleon Hill's book, To Think Is to Create, and I couldn't figure it out. I studied it and I read it and I practiced it. I grew up in sales, so it's always about generating more sales, about being in the energy of creation, and I never saw that though until I found Science of Mind. And then I started to see how I could use my mind to create It took years to understand that when I start my day with gratitude, everything unfolds perfectly. There are still little things that happen in life that take us off center, right? But what do? We enter into the affirmation of love. We tell ourselves that we're powerful beyond belief, that we are God on this plane, that we are the creators of our reality, because that is what we are. And it starts with here. It starts with our thoughts. It starts with the way we speak. It starts with the way we do things. There is a lot of negativity, especially, it's we spent a lot of time with our families this weekend, and Scott reminded me that Rhonda said that if you thought you were enlightened, you should spend a few minutes with your family or a few days with your family. Well, let me tell you. As beautiful as it is to be nestled in the arms of family, it is also challenging. And it's interesting because those are the things that keep us bound to the past. So as we transform that energy of she did that, or he did that, or he said that, or whatever it is that is going on in the family, when I change that within me, I allow myself freedom. I allow myself to jump into the energy of more. Who am I? I am God in form. I'm a child of the Most High God. What I think, I create. So I create with love. I create from the energy of gratitude, from the energy of I am powerful beyond belief. I am one with my Father. I am one with my Father, and that is the energy that starts to come in. We're surrounded. I was here looking at the notes on the bulletin boards and all of that. We have such a beautiful energy at the center. Right? You go over there, and all you have to do is read a few of the affirmations, and you can change your mind about whatever is going on in the world. Because that's who we are. We're creators. We create from the inside out. So let's stop allowing ourselves to create from the outside in. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. We create from the inside out. We create from our godliness. Our power is in focusing on light and love, on focusing on who we are. And who we are is amazing. Who we are is God. So when we stop looking at what's going on in the world and we concentrate on who I am, I can see green trees. I can see butterflies flying in my yard. I can see birds that are coming out. We were walking on the trail yesterday, and we had this little bird that was walking and keeping up with us. It was funny. It was funny. He was like running along. It was just like, that's amazing. I never had that happen. But you start to focus. We focus your attention on the things that make you feel joy in your heart, right? That's what it's all about. We didn't come here to suffer. I did a presentation, I did a talk at the Whittier Center 3 Sundays ago, and what came true for me was I get up in the morning when I'm going to do a talk, and I ask God to allow me to be the channel for whatever the message is for the congregation, so that you benefit from what I'm talking about. And so it's the story of the lilies of the field, right? That they're not here to toil or suffer or hurt. They're here with the blessing that God is in their beauty. And so are we. We're not here to suffer. We're not here to enter into the energy of negativity or the back and forth that we've seen in the last few months. We're here to hold the space of balance, of love, of creativity, of gratitude, of light. That's who we are. That's the energy that we want to create in our world, right?
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. So we know that love is a universal vibration, and that love transcends emotion. It is the creative energy of the universe. And it is our own creative energy. We create from love. Well, we can create from negativity. It's all a choice. That's the magnificent thing, right? God sent us here, but He gave us choice. So what will we choose? Will we choose the negativity, or will we choose to create the environment of love and light for ourselves and for the people that we love, for our cities? It's just here. It's just a choice. It's the way that we talk to each other. Ernest Holmes said that love is the self-givenness of spirit to the desire of life to express itself in terms of creation. That's why we're here. We're here to create. So what are we creating? Magnificent buildings. We're creating so much beauty around ourselves, in our houses. You know, we just had the opportunity to move and moving all the stuff to the new place and putting all the stuff around and making sure that we have the little things that bring love to us. And really, honestly, I didn't want to move. The day my husband decided to start putting the pictures on the walls, that's the first moment that I felt that I had arrived at home. And I cried. Because, you know, it's the pictures of my kids, the picture of our time together. That's home. That's love. So if you're having a difficult time with anything in your life, refocus your attention. Create an affirmation. I am love. I am light. I am the luminosity of my spirit. Right here and right now. I am the allness of the spirit. I am the magical space of creation and creativity in my life. I am all of it. I'm the one. I am the beloved. And I am also nestled in the arms of my beloved. Because that is what God is, the energy of love, the energy of abundance, the energy of creativity. There is absolutely nothing missing from our world. It's all here. It's all for us. So what we do with that is our creation, our creativity, our love for whatever we want to manifest on this planet at this time. So when we align with love, we tune into a higher frequency, one that resonates with harmony, with abundance and joy. We are aligning with the universal energy of love. When we align with the energy of love, we transform our world. And we remember that what we focus on expands. So there is a story that, as I was writing this talk for today, resonated with me. And it's the story of Mahatma Gandhi. I don't know if some of you have read the life story of Mahatma Gandhi, but in the book it said that as Gandhi was fasting, this Hindu guy was really stressed, and he came to tell him that he was going to go to hell. He says, you know, I'm going to hell. I killed a Muslim boy. And Mahatma Gandhi looked up at him and calmly replied, I can tell you how to find your way out of hell. Go out and find a homeless Muslim boy, take him into your home, and raise him as your own, and raise him as a Muslim. So that's the energy of what? That's the energy of changing the perceived notion that we can live in hell and embrace our wholeness by helping others, by being of service, by being in gratitude. So those are the, you know, in real estate, when the market starts to go south, or when, thank you very much. When the market starts to go south, or, you know, things start to change, interest rates go up, or whatever happens in real estate, they tell us to go back to the basics. The basics in real estate have to do with sales, but that's not what I'm asking you to do here. I am asking you to go to the basics. And what are the basics? We begin the day with gratitude. We change the energy. You know, there's so much power, there's so much that has been studied in the recent years, and so much information is coming to us that if we use it, we can create anything in the world. You know, your cells listen. So when you're feeling that you have a headache, tell yourself that you don't have a headache. When you see the world going upside down, tell yourself, no, the world is the way it is. Because what if whatever is happening in our world today has to do with what we have been talking about in the last few years. The grand rising, a grand awakening. What if the reason that the situation that we're in right now as a country has to do with us awakening? And for us who are already awakened, for us that are holding the spirit's love on this plane, on this planet, how about if that means that for us to hold this space of love, to hold this space of wholeness, because that's the only way that we can transform what's going on, right? We don't jump into the back and forth of what's going on, because that's entering into the energy of negativity. So we enter into the space of gratitude. What is right about this that I'm not seeing? How can it get any better than this? What can I do to change what's going on in my world? Because we can't change the world outside of us, but we can certainly change the world inside of us. And begin again to live from the inside out. Begin to live from the idea that gratitude and love and light is really what we're talking about. It's really what we're needing to focus on. Because that really is the energy that we are. Right? So we're not bringing something that is outside. It's like we're bringing something that is inside of us to the outside world. Isn't that what this church is about? The idea of awakening. But again, let's take the idea of awakening as we are already awakened. We are already knowing what we need to do to create what we want to create in our world. That's powerful. And that's who we are. We're powerful. So we enter into affirmative prayer. We claim love as our reality. And we say, I know that divine love flows through me in all areas of my life. Divine love flows through me to create joy in my life, to create health, to create abundance, to create more gratitude. Giving and receiving, we live in a reciprocal universe, so what we put out is what comes back in. So we focus on the energy of love. We enter into meditation because those, for us in the spiritual world, are our tools. We go back to the basics. Affirmation, prayer, and meditation. We go back into sitting down. You know, I grew up in real estate, so for me it was my yellow pad. So when things were going out of where I wanted it to be, I would sit at the dining room table and I used to write a whole bunch of affirmations on my yellow pads until I found the one that helped me change whatever energy I was feeling in myself. And that really worked. That really worked. So how can we change what is going on in the world? How can we change what we perceive as a separation? A separation from love, a separation from our own divinity. We enter into prayer, and we pray without ceasing. We ask for guidance. We ask to be blessed, because we know that when we are blessed, we're also a blessing to our world. So we begin to see the divinity in everybody else. We stop seeing the costumes that they wear. You know, that's the Halloween stuff. We leave that for the Halloween season. We enter into the energy of, I see God in you. I see love in you. I see the perfection that God is in every person that comes to me, in every person that I walk by. You know, walking the trail, I have a lot of little kids that say hi and bye. It's funny, it's when you see the parents walking the children, who's walking who, right? But I love to walk the trail and see the families walking around, because that really, it's also a spiritual practice, right? To see the joy, to get involved with the joy, to say hi to people as they're walking by you, to show kindness in any way that we can. So, I'm getting close to the end here. I know that the time is almost now. So I'm going to leave you with, remember who you are. Forgive everything and remember who you are. We're the oneness. We're the love. We're one with God. I and my Father are one. So let's embrace this month of December and nestle ourselves in the arms of the divine, in the arms of love, knowing that we're always loved and protected, that we're always being guided, that we are open to that energy of the divine, because that is who and what we are. We are the energy of love. And so it is.
And so it is.
So I'm gonna leave you with one more final affirmation. Embracing the season of love's radiance means that we see ourselves as complete, whole, and perfect. This is our true divine nature. Let us embrace it. Remember who you are and vibrate in the energy of love and expansion and gratitude. Thank you.